Procurement decisions move fast, but the decision logic often doesn't. The question is, could you defend your last sourcing decision if assumptions change tomorrow? That's where the Convia Sourcing Navigator supports by providing an AI-native decision intelligence layer for sourcing decisions and change requests. We help teams compare alternatives faster, align stakeholders earlier, and document decisions in a way that still makes sense weeks or months later. The core challenge is simple: procurement decisions must stay robust and explainable, even as conditions change. But four things get in the way. Uncertainty is constant, scenarios are built manually, decision rationale gets scattered across tools, and teams get buried in coordination instead of analysis. Then comes the PowerPoint freeze. Everything is compressed into a final deck, and when terms change or constraints appear, teams don't just update a number, they rebuild the story, losing time, creating version chaos, and making decisions harder to defend. The Convia Sourcing Navigator fixes this by adding a decision layer on top of your existing procurement tools, so everyone works from one shared decision narrative, not 12 versions. After login, users land on a personal home screen showing what matters across projects, open tasks, what's due next, and relevant notifications. It's role-based, so everyone sees priorities without noise. The project overview consolidates key information based on permissions, open tasks, approval workflows, quotation status, and project notifications. Process templates standardize execution by importing step-specific tasks, approvals, checklists, and forms, so teams don't reinvent the workflow. Query and quotation information from SAP product sourcing comes together in one place, structured fields and supporting documents. With Lumi, teams can quickly extract and summarize key points from unstructured content, so insights don't stay buried in PDFs. Quotes can also be enriched with internal cost drivers like industrialization, tooling, and item-specific logistics, so evaluation reflects total impact, not just supplier price. Scenarios turn options into comparable alternatives, like single pick, cherry pick, or quota-based allocations. Detailed side-by-side comparison and delta views make trade-offs explicit and keep decisions explainable. The project dashboard tracks progress and decision KPIs, for example, savings versus baseline, total cost impact including internal drivers, award coverage, supplier concentration risk, and approval status. The same as well as specialized KPIs can be applied to dashboards across projects to track portfolio targets and strategy execution while having discussions where they appear. Committee presentation mode turns project data into a presentation-ready narrative without rebuilding slide decks. For each meeting, a snapshot can preserve inquiry and quotation data, scenarios, and supporting checklists, making outcomes traceable and defensible, even when assumptions change. And here is the committee presentation mode, a presentation-ready view powered by real data, with a clear narrative instead of a manually rebuilt slide deck. For each committee meeting, a project snapshot can be created to preserve the decision context, inquiry and quotation information, scenarios, and supporting checklists and forms, so outcomes remain traceable and defensible later. And when assumptions change, teams can revisit the relevant options quickly without losing the narrative, so decisions stay consistent even under change. The outcome is practical and measurable. Faster decisions and approvals, less effort and rework, more defensible outcomes, and stronger collaboration with clear ownership. If you want to scale decision quality under uncertainty, let's talk. Book a demo, link in the description.